You think we're gonna beat all these games?
It's the BOYSLOCKE Show!
Welcome! We're back on the SS Aqua. Welcome back to BOYSLOCKE. We're looking for a little granddaughter. And there's only one way to go, so she's gotta be here.
Little tyke?
A little tyke. Oh, here's... excuse me.
I mean, that's probably
Here
her.
she is, hanging out with Grandpa Captain. I'm bored. I want to play more. Will you play with me? Oh, Grandpa's worried. I have to go.
So I thought we were about to battle.
Yeah. I wonder if the captain is supposed to be the same captain from the SS Anne, like the guy that is barfing in the trash can and gives you cut. Oh, we got a metal coat.
What's that do?
That turns your dead Scyther into a Caesar. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to reopen that wound so quickly, but... It also turns Onyx into Steelix.
Okay.
You have to have them hold that item and then trade them.
Okay.
So it can also turn your dead Onyx into a Steelix. That's okay. Let's see what else we can do on this ship. Was that the ding-dong saying that we had just arrived? I feel like it was.
I didn't hear that.
We just got taken back to the top. I heard that. I just want to make sure there's not something cool that we're missing out on in the captain's cabin. I'm sure there's not. He probably says like ZZZ or something stupid like that.
You ever been brought to tears by a game?
Yes, a few times.
A few times. Okay.
Just a few times. Yeah.
What games were those?
Let's see. I'm not going to be the guy that says Final Fantasy VII because it didn't.
Is that a popular one that people would
It's
say?
a very popular one, yes. Okay. Oh, when Eris died, I cried.
Just because it was like the first time that ever happened in a game?
Like,
or not ever. But.
Here's the thing with the killing of Eris in Final Fantasy VII. Like, it was a cool moment because it was unexpected and you didn't, like, really feel like games could do that to you.
Right, I feel like that's probably people's first experience.
It's a lot of people's first experience.
A beloved character dying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why it was shocking and gut-wrenching. But there's really hardly anything in the game that happens up to that point that would cause you to get super attached to that character.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty one-dimensional, and it's more about what she stands for being, like, muted and erased than actually her individual personality. Because she's like the last of a certain race. That's my opinion on it. But anyway, the first Xenoblade did make me cry. It may have actually made me cry more than once.
I think I did at a certain moment.
Yes, I almost don't want to say which moment because it's a spoiler.
I wonder if we're talking about the same moment.
It's like a big spoiler. Yeah, maybe we could talk about it in between episodes. But holy crap, look at that Snorlax. He's huge.
Was it super early in the game or was it like a little past midway?
No, it's later in the game. And then
I think we might be talking about the same thing.
Yeah, it's quite possible. And then let's see, what is another one? There's at least one other one. I can't think of it right now while I'm thinking about all this other shit, but so we're in Kanto now. We have 8 gyms to fight, and we can do them in pretty much any order that we want. And I was thinking that we might do it based on level cap, because that might be kind of fun.
Okay.
To do them in the order of like their level difficulty, and that just kind of makes sense.
But possibly, what's her name first? What was her name?
Janine?
Yeah. Just because all of hers are level 30.
Yeah, all of hers are super weak. She has a lot of Pokemon, but they're very weak. So, or yeah, maybe we could go by average level instead of the total cap. Where's that sheet? Here it is. So yeah, it would definitely be...
Blue's a monster, though.
Blue is a monster,
Holy
yeah.
cow.
So obviously we have to do Blue last because his team...
I'm curious what his lineup is. I want to look at that.
Oh, his lineup is insane. It's really awesome, actually. It's going to be a fun fight. So, let's see. If we want to fight Janine, I need a Poke Flute. Oh, that's right. We have different music now.
Whoa.
Different music.
This is cool.
So it's the Kanto Trainer battle theme remixed, and there's also a Wild Pokemon battle remix, which is
Ooh.
awesome. You guys finally get to hear new battle music. Isn't that exciting? You guys have been listening to the same stuff. There's a cool phrase coming up right here. Oh no. Must be at the end of A Prime. This battle was too short to hear that. My Teddy Ursa! Look at these two balding fat guys just standing here. They were staring at each other. Arguing about...
Are they fishermen?
They're Poke fans, and they were arguing about which of their Pokemon was cuter. This guy said his Fanpy was the cutest in the world, and the other guy said his Teddy Ursa was the cutest in the world. That is some hilarious NPC lore.
Struggling to find blue.
You should use my Bulbapedia app, Vaughn. That you can purchase on your local app store for $6.99. And you can download a local copy of the entirety of Bulbapedia to your phone and search it offline. It's pretty awesome.
Is that the biggest plug to?
I mean,
well, it's a good service.
I'm not sponsored or anything. As much as I would like to be.
Just a heartfelt.
Yeah. Here he is. Sorry, guys. Pulling up my phone really quick.
That's what it gave me too. Was the game?
No, that's what you want.
Oh, that is what you
blue
want.
as in the character from the game, because there's multiple instances of blue.
I thought it was saying
not
Pokemon
blue version.
The game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So scroll down here, and
There
you'll
we go.
find his various teams from various instances, and you'll see the heart gold, or not heart gold. We don't want heart gold. We just want gold, silver, crystal. So let's see here. There's a couple points of lockout that we are going to have to deal with. Is this Kai Trainer? The road is disclosed until the power plant is solved. Okay. Interesting. So can we go
this
to
looks right.
Saffron?
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, we can go straight to Saffron.
Arcanine, Executor,
Oh, is this Mr. Psychic? Yeah.
Gyarados, Alakazam, Rhydon, and Pidgeot.
Yeah. He's got some powerful Pokemon.
Holy cow.
And he has all Gen 1 Pokemon too, which is
Yep.
kind of neat. So we finally just got the TM for Psychic. That's a great move. One of the best moves in the game. We're going to teach that to somebody important. Let's see. This is going to go to Lavender Town? Yes. Oh, look at this red, green, blue biker gang here. They probably have a bunch of... Let's see. They probably have a bunch of poison and fire Pokemon. Maybe we'll use Bruford. We haven't used Bruford yet. Try to give him some screen time.
Look at those guys.
On their little... Oh, the Pokemon Trainer Federation. Look out. Look out.
Oh, what I was gonna say is I know Xenoblade is one.
Oh, yes. Games that make us cry.
Yep.
Forgot about that conversation.
The other one was recent, like since the last session.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was a game I would never ever expect
Really?
to be, teared up by.
I'm curious. That game is...
I was completing my campaign in Shogun 2 Total War,
Okay.
and so I've reached like the end game.
Yeah.
And what happens is there's all these other clans. Once you get to a point where they think you are too powerful, they'll just all put aside their differences and say, okay, he's got to go. Like,
Okay.
it's like that when like, oh, someone in
Someone becomes too powerful.
whatever game is about to win.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay, you're not going to win yet.
Yeah.
So they all get together and try to fuck you over.
Yeah.
I reached that point, and I knew it was coming, so I had this like plan, and I very meticulously worked through like the last little bit of the game, and like you have to like take Kyoto to become the Shogun and whatever.
Okay.
And then you have to essentially hold a certain number of territories, and then you do that for long enough, for like 1 year. You hold all of that for 1 year, and then you win if you can keep it.
Okay.
So then I managed to do that, and it was like a slog, and there was like this huge battle to get to Kyoto, where it was like easily the biggest Total War battle I've ever done, with like something like 10,000 samurai.
Wow.
And I lost like 70% of the army I used to fight it, and like barely scraped through it, and it took like an hour.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And so it was like this huge grind.
Yeah.
And like a super huge climax.
Mm-hmm.
And then I capture it and I win.
Yeah.
And all of the Total War games have, at least the older, up until Shogun 2. No, Shogun 2 and then the older ones. Like, it skipped a couple. But for all the games that Jeff Van Dyke composed for, he wrote like an end theme which plays during the credits when you win.
Okay.
And it has lyrics, and you like get to the lyrics, and it's like super. So for reference, I got to the point where I was like, okay, it's like 3 a.m., but I'm this close. I have to just end it, so I don't have to worry about this anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do this tomorrow. So I, hit the point of no return, super late at night.
Yeah.
Just beat it, and then just that moment of like, okay, finally. And then the credits are rolling, and the song's playing, and all of the lyrics to these songs that he writes for these are like anti-war messages.
Oh.
And
like, are they somewhat cryptic in nature, or is it pretty overt?
It's pretty overt.
Okay.
It's pretty written. It's not that.
It's not like open to interpretation.
Right.
It's like clearly.
It's like,
okay.
Yeah.
This is the message.
Yep. And so, and in the cutscene like before that, it shows, your daimyo who's become shogun, right? Mm-hmm. And then it shows them and like their clan symbol, and they're like standing there on like this throne thing, and then it starts to like fade, and that thing becomes like a statue, and then it transitions into like a modern Japanese city, and it shows like it's like a monument to your person.
Well,
what the?
There goes Apache. I was not expecting that at all.
Did he just explode?
A critical self-destruct.
Oh my god.
Down by
fucking cheese.
Freaking 13 levels. Damn. All right. I wasn't expecting that at all.
That is...
Welcome to Kanto.
That is obnoxious.
Coughing can kill you.
Wow.
Anyways, you were saying something about a modern Japanese city.
Yeah. So it shows
in a form cut
your leader and like your clan symbol, and then it fades into like a banner of that and like a statue in the middle of like a Japanese metropolis. And then you just kind of realize you're like, I didn't really do anything. I just like became, I mean, these are all fictional people, but like, I just killed everyone in order to become powerful. And like, that's all I really did.
Yeah.
And then they hit you with this song that's like, was it really worth it?
Yeah.
Like, was it really worth all of that? All those, and especially with that huge fucking battle run, almost all of my people that I sent into it died.
Yeah.
Just a massacre. And I was like, wow, was that really even worth it?
Yeah.
And then it just hit me for like the first time. And I had never, to this point, I had never beaten a Shogun 2 campaign just because it's so time consuming.
Oh, okay.
And so I finally just decided, okay, I'm just going to grind through it for a couple days.
Yeah.
And so it was like the first time ever where I had fully finished it, and then to be hit with that, I was just like,
yeah, that's
and the fact that it was late at night and I was like so tired,
yeah,
and like
you're
drained,
emotionally and physically drained. Yeah.
And it just hit me, and I was just like, wow. And I decided to like sit there for a few minutes. I couldn't like click away from the title screen for a while. which is like a really cool feeling after beating a game.
It's cool when games make you feel stuff, man.
Yeah.
Some people are like
And it's
afraid
not-
of that, or they're afraid to admit that it happens.
Right.
But like that's a sign of a good game or a good film. You know, it makes you feel stuff. Good music.
And even that's not like, it's not written, it's not like a story moment, which was kind of why I was so
it's kind
struck
of a
by
meta experience. Yeah.
Like it was totally like
You weren't moved by something that necessarily happened in the game.
yeah, and I could have had a super anticlimactic ending to the campaign, and it wouldn't have felt anywhere near like that
Yeah.
if it was just like I knew it was gonna happen and it was gonna be really easy, you know. But the fact that it was so climactic and like desperate
Yeah.
of a struggle, and then it was just like a super organic moment, and I was just kind of floored for a while.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to revisit the different games that I've had such experiences with where I've been moved emotionally. Because I can't think of them right now. Although I have been watching this new anime that I feel like has a very good chance of
doing that?
Of getting me in the feels.
Which anime?
Because so far it's really intense. It's called Made in Abyss.
Like ABYSS?
Yes. It came out in 2017. The first season aired, and it like just released on like DVD and Blu-ray. So a lot of people are seeing it for the first time now. And I actually found out about it because I bought those DVDs of Deno Coil, which is one of my favorite series. And because I ordered that, the site that I ordered them from sent me like a catalog. They sent out their like yearly catalog, and it's like, here's all of the releases that we have for sale. And I just happened to see this, they had this ad for Made in Abyss, and I really liked the artwork. And I was like, wow, that looks really cool. And I just kind of like looked at the artwork and read a little synopsis that they had there about it, and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And I went on this streaming site that I use for a lot of anime, and it was on there, and I was like, oh, cool, I could watch it if I wanted to. So I like watched the first episode and read some like spoiler-free comments and reviews, and I got really intrigued between those and the first episode. The guy who produces the show used to work for Ghibli, and the art is just like so beautiful.
Yeah.
And the premise is pretty interesting, and the tone is like really heavy.
Okay.
So, pretty into it so far. If you guys are anime fans looking for something new, look up Made in Abyss. The full season 1 just released, and they've announced that there's going to be a season 2.
Like fresh.
It's fresh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Season 1 just released, and they've announced a season 2. So check that out. All right. Well, next time, there will probably be some more newcomers for you to meet, and we're going to start taking on these gym leaders, and it's going to go fast.
Are we just gonna go town to town?
Yeah, we're gonna go
Play
town to
whack-a-mole?
town and play whack-a-mole, and then we're gonna fight Blue, and then
Oh, this is the
this is the Bard's version.
This is the Bard's version.
Yeah, dude.
Man, I like that arrangement.
Nobody else can hear it because the end slate music is probably coming in, but
Yep.
you come to a Bard's concert, then you'll hear it. But yeah, after Blue, it's Red, and then this game is over.
Whoa.
But those are two very, very large
Hurdles.
hurdles to get over. Yeah.
Hoidles.
Because Blue is harder than Lance, and Red is harder than Blue. So it's gonna be a long.
We barely fucking got through Lance.
Oh my god, dude, it was horrible. That Elite Four is just, they are not fucking around.
No.
And when with these constraints that we have, made it very, very difficult. So join us next week for more Kanto gyms, or maybe all the Kanto gyms. And then in the meantime, more Star Wars on Monday.
Yeah, maybe go to Canto Bite. Am I right?
Nice.
Actually, no, that's the worst part of the movie.
Let's not get into that.
No, we won't need to.
And then more Mario on Wednesday, finishing up, closing in. We'll see you on Discord and Twitter and Instagram. In the meantime, say hello and we will say hello back.
Holla at you boys.